get all the parts, or all these parts. They're all painted up. I did a video series with me and my cousin, but being the computer geniuses that we aren't, we can't seem to transfer files from one thing to another. So we could build cars, but we can't transfer stupid computer files. So we're going to start rebuilding these A-arms and rebushing them, and we're going to start cleaning up steering knuckles and sway bars. I still have to go out and get the sway bar bushings. I thought I got them, but I didn't. Painted the drag link and center link, and that's it. So we'll bring you back when I get some more, and see you in a bit. Okay, we're going to press the ball joints into the lower control arm. Got it started. It's just about bottomed out. It's just going to show you how you press it in. As you know, there's a lot of splines on the around the shaft of the ball joint. Where it slides in, it just sort of almost self-crushes and seals itself. You can hit it with a hammer, block of wood, and drive it that way. But since we have the luxury of a 12-ton hydraulic jack press, I'm going to do it that way. So, but it can be done other ways. So. Here we go. And it's going. Almost there. Okay, seems like it bottomed out. Taking a brass hammer. Joey's picking that up so you can see the seam. Nice and tight all the way around, nice and solid. And we got it. We almost hit the stop here too. But yeah, the only unfortunate part about this is I pre-painted these A-arms, the controller arms, and I gaffed them up a bit, but I'll touch them up with black paint. And we'll call that done. So let's go flip this bad boy up. Woo! Now, there we go. Cut the receiver. There you are. Now it's going to take the rubber boot over here, and that's where I gaffed it up a bit. So I'm just going to touch that up. But that's it. So bring you back when I got some more. Okay? Ho ho ho. Wow. Okay. Once over. Moog recommends 14 foot-pounds of torque on these nuts. Tough kind of. Okay. Okay. All right. They're in. They just bolt in. They drop in from above. You got the little grease cup and then the little retainer that holds the grease cup in. These are all set and ready to go. Ready to be bushed here on the controller arms. I don't like the idea of the bolts coming in from below, but that's the way they show it, so I'm just doing it as per factory recommendation. It's all set. So next step is I'm going to do these bushings, but we ran into a problem. Since I was naughty, I seem to have lost the cup washers that the nut rides against on these control bushings, so I gotta look for them. And we've been a good part of the day looking for them here and there as we're working, but I don't know what I'm going to do. But just in the meantime, just to get these on, I'll use a flat washer, and somehow I gotta either get them or I gotta try to find them. But be nice, don't be naughty, because this is what happens. Alright guys, back in a bit. Action. Alright, I got these. I'm using an epoxy paint. Alleged. It's in a spray can. It's supposed to be a paint primer in one. Got it next to the heat. It's nice and warm. They're cooking up. They already skinned over. I'm gonna hit it with 2 coats. I'm gonna start putting these assemblies together, the uppers. And we're looking for them washers, man. I don't know. So food for thought, tag and bag. I usually do, but I am not. Where am I?
Chicken farm.
I'm on the chicken farm, where there's no bags, only grain bags. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And I might have to do either order them from Classic or go to a junkyard and see if I can get those cup washers, because you can't seem to find them. And that's that. Alright guys, so back in a bit. Okay, this is the bushing set. controller arm bushing set. It's mainly what it consists of. And yep, we got thick bushings, sleeves, thin. You have a tub of grease, silicone grease. You have your urethane rubber bushings and your cups, and now it's just a matter of assembly. When you get the kit, you'll probably have something like this that looks nothing like what you took off the car, so it's almost like mix and match. You got to figure it out for yourself. Alright, so I'm going to start working on the upper, wherever it is. It's over there on the table. I'm going to bring all the stuff over and start pressing them in. Alright guys, I'm going to start reassembling these bushings. What I did was I took the slide bar shaft, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the description of it is. You insert the cups in the openings. This has to be in first because it's kind of tricky. Then I put the actual urethane bushing inside those sleeves, washer, and then the nuts. But what they recommend is you gotta actually make it. We made this out of a piece of Schedule 40 black iron pipe. What you do is you measure the inside dimension just about 1/8 smaller, and then you take a pipe, cut it in half. I cleaned it up so there's no sharp edges. What happens is as you tighten these nuts, this controller arm, the edges want to do this and curl in and bend, and you want to stay away from that. You want to keep this thing as original in its original state and form. So we just set it in like so. I have a pin here. Oh yeah, the kit supplied comes with a tube of grease. Use it. All these urethane bushings, inside, out, even inside here. These sleeves that are here, you gotta lube all these sleeves up. Outside, you see how there's a little taper? It actually fits in, and then it draws it in. You also have to make another one of those little sleeves here for the same issue, so you don't pinch this piece of steel. So you got to put a little space of shim in between as you're tightening. So I got everything all set here, and I'm going to try to attempt to draw it in by hand. You can use a press. Joey wanted to use a press, but I don't want to try it this way, just to show people who want to attempt this with hand tools that you can do it. So a lot of guys actually freeze these urethane bushings so they shrink and they'll actually go in better, but these seem to be alright. I think it's more the rubber bushings that you have the problem with trying to get them to suck in. Alright, so we're going. As you can see, it's really pinned now, and it's not going to squeeze and distort. And it looks like this one is starting to make its way in. Okay, so we're going to rotate. I'm going to try this side and try to draw both ends in slowly. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is definitely going in. One little nick at a time. It's not a walk in the park, but it can be done. Ta-da! We did this 2 ways. The hard way and the easy way. The hard way was the way I was demonstrating on the tabletop, and just using its own nuts to draw the whole assembly in, and bushings and washers and whatnot, and it did go, but it went with a little bit of effort. I had to do some tapping with an aluminum punch. This one, what we did was we used the press and we pressed the cups in first. We left all the urethane bushing out, pressed them in, bottomed out, and then we inserted and greased the bushings and the sleeves, and then we used the nuts and the washers, and we bottomed it out and buried it. So this one went on much easier. Now we're going to work on none of this stuff's bolted in, it's just set on there so it's off the table and out of the way. Now we're going to work on these bottom cups, and I think we're just going to press them in with the press. I'm not even going to try to dick with it. I got a piece of, looks like 1-inch black pipe, and it fits perfect. I was actually going to use this and take a sledgehammer and try to drive them in. You can do it that way too. I don't recommend doing it because if it cocks a little bit and you hit it the wrong way, you'll end up ordering a new set. Alright, so we're gonna try to press these in, and I'll bring you back when I got some more. Before I go, definitely have to put a spacer in here. If not, you're gonna pinch this and it's just gonna be a mess. So we'll do that. Alright, so I shall return. Me and Joe at the chicken farm all the time at this damn chicken farm. I hate the chickens already.
Yeah, get out of here. We're tired of you.
Chicken, look, there's chicken everywhere. Chicken butts everywhere. Chicken. Alright, so back in a bit. We started to do the cups on the lower control arm. We actually used the ball joint press to get started. Then once we got the cup to touch the other side of the control arm, put it in the press. We set it up this way. It's sleeved here. And we're going to try to press it in. I have about, I don't know, looks like a 1/4 inch to go. We got a little spacer in between so we don't crush the arm. And just going to show you how it's going in. Pop. Pop. I mean, there's nothing like a press. You can't say there's a better tool for this. And that's it. It's seated. So now we're going to release it, and this whole thing's going to fall apart. Grab hold of the arm. Release. Leave that there. Take all the stuff out. And take a look. See it? Nice and set. Got that spacer there. See all the silicone, what they want you to do. Now I gotta pop this little spacer out, and we're gonna try this side right here. Alright guys, back in a bit. Alright guys, just gonna show you how just like this last one, and then we're gonna do that without filming it, but essentially I got it in, I lined it up, so I don't know if Joey can see in there. See how it's all lined up? You don't want it cocked in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I use a bigger cup that sleeves over. I mean, you gotta use a whole assortment of fittings and stuff. We're gonna flip this bad boy over, like so. We're gonna put this in here. Okay.
Second.
Just trying to do this one hand.
Yeah, no. Let me do this one.
Not that. Just gonna try to do it one-handed to show you that one man can do this alone. It's better with two. We're all lined up. Little spaces in place. And then we just have to drive it. See how it's going kind of crooked? So, what I'm going to do is take my aluminum pin. Every one of these is different. And there it goes. It's like giving birth in reverse, fellas. And that's it. We're in. So, this is a quick demonstration. What is it?
I don't want to hit that down, just to hit with the drift.
Well, I can't even get, it looks like you can't get your thing in there, but we'll give it a shot. I'll just hit it down with the aluminum rod. It's just a standard aluminum rod with a hammer. Feels solid. Doesn't hurt anything. It's softer than the steel. And that's it. It looks like it's nice and seated. Alright, I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna release it. And showed you pretty much how to do it. Here you go. See it? It's all in. You actually see the silicone squeezing out. This side is done. And I'm gonna bolt it up. And that's it. Alright guys, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna film it. And then he's gonna wrap it up for this part of this series. The next time I do a video, I'll actually have the steering knuckles all cleaned up, the springs done, and we're just gonna start reassembling the subframe. So my words of wisdom is all this hoopla about the end of the world and stuff, you got to think about time. With the time that you have, if that was the end of the world, would you be satisfied with what you do with your time? So, you were satisfied? You're always satisfied. He's easy to please. So, do the right thing. Use your time wisely. Be well, be safe. To all my brothers out there, stay away from that, which he's not going to kill me today. You stay away from that, and all will be well. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to all. Be well, be safe. Love your family and the people you're with. Peace.